power of a flower. There's many directions to go. Top notch, click, click. It's a powerful stick to see what is coming between life and learning. She loves being around, and he likes being online. She likes doing the laundry. He likes carrying the kites and meaning of the oli. It's the only one, the one that makes you wanna grow. The storm cloud is our number one instant mediated fun. When you have two sides apart, beige and mage, bike and dark, it's all a simple fuel. One way manning everyone down line. He wants to give some time to this patch, these mats, these whole tours, hiding there, being so pure and tended the lines between one man's ugly lies is a myrrh I went to school with who's legal. So what's up? You like your teeth straight and everything great. You like your arms set down for the beard. And when you be around, making all your muscles ground, that's when you feel the ear of hiding little puppets. Doesn't need to eat muffins, you just slice, dice, might, strikes, every bites. This is the one, the monitor fun of white. He's right, you're number one. Ah, so I did a little baby, I coast a little tatas, and one around the topiary. Many of the designers scary. Wisest has this on. It's ETE. It's ETE. ETE. Everyone in the world, in order to succeed in the world, must have this same succinct, natural, affiliated motion writing. Everyone is a furry. Love of Lorev. The little pickers that you pincher on your bushes makes you fine and lovely with a ton of reviews and learn all by Lenora Ben. Does anybody know? You're in control. Every vocation has a 5-point integral. A doing dash, fact, motion intact. You're like a wild spinning orchid of the beat of love and sorkida and medallion K in May. So what's your beat about, Miss Delaware? Delaware. To think on your feet, no Siberian peak. Who did it that way? No. Something that changes. Something that chances. Something that chances. Your constants of circulation, diving, open, breathing villages. Wall of ball and figure fall. Venado, Zazazo, Kubai. Scary times to spend with all of my friends who live all out in the drugs and designs of a different succeed that will bring you tons of weed. Everybody's bringing weed. So when I pipe on love and anger, you and I Delimbo. 7 points for Caduceus 9. Psychosis, mania. On one finger, the law will win. 0%, 100%. Choose live or choose die. Negating and holding the breath. All a part of my cloud's quest. So listen to me pure, so fine and so secure, of all the writing manifesting light. And maybe remember these 5. I was a force of nature. I am a force of nature. Everything that exists, as far as the eyes can see. And I'm always a student, always a teacher, and nothing less, nothing more, forevermore. And this is a promo linguista frub. These frubs are, while you're doing your work, you need to be engaged in life through ETE. This is ETE right here. You see me, you see my Get Pale and my daughter, my darling. And you see the whole structure of Jupiter that ever is changing, and the whole structure of Saturn that will forever be, and the structure of Uranus that will really forever be. And then Neptune is the trails and the helicopter, and then you got a huge amount of Pluto, the Forkies. And that's ETE. But frubs, don't let no, you remember the 7. Choose live, choose die. Blood ruin, 0, 100%. There's 7 whole fingers in this track, so if you watch again, maybe you'll learn something. And asked a friend for a sunflower, and the real message was the first one of the murderers that I met, and there was actually a good murderer who, her name is like Myrrh, but it's not like a bad thing. Because it's not MUR. Anything with MUR, we need to be instant them in these cloud concessions because December and October, it's this seasonal. I just farted really good. Like, I'm feeling really good about me being the therapist for this project because let me tell you, I met her when I was young, who I protect. I mean, she's amazing. I love Sex Brown and like just big whole camp miles and I don't know, it's just the kind of like over your shoulder but with a super big smile like mine. And then the first guy I met, he literally did climb a wall and eat trees with me, and I didn't capture it in this track that I just created because I captured it in the mirror in my bathroom, but he wasn't attractive in a basic way. He's very acidic. You can just tell he's kind of biting at. And I think of Donald Trump, how my dad could have like stopped his whole revolution, but there's already a man in jail, pavoted by our family And he's been in jail since I was 8, when I really made the best investment for my family. Like I made calling up Kyle. The whole track with Kyle was call him up, tell him to climb the wall, and eat some trees. And we literally climbed this wall. I'm thinking kind of technical because I'm in Texas, the technical schools and all that. I mean, it's water being every person that exists there. So I feel like me spending a second of time with him propelled this next character who is absolutely horrible. This is the worst thing. And I feel like he is kind of like a faggot. Like, I mean, they're all faggots, all these MUR names. But he specifically, like, denied my request to him to do this right. Like, it's not a request necessary to live. I'm not saying he would live. Like, I just I just feel like, oh, I hung out with Kyle Murphy, and that guy is named Murray, and they were saying his name in my dorm room. So I went up to him and I was like, do you want curry? Do you want to come get some hours? Do you want to ask someone? Do you want to ask someone for a sunflower? And he was just like horrible and started inviting me to his shows and his website, and I just didn't understand why he thought he was like a genius super sound person. Um, I I don't recall culinary school really being like I made a lot of music after I transitioned to Colorado and California, then back in Texas. I recorded a lot of music in Texas, and I just think that if I hadn't even met Murphy, I would still have the patience for keeping a closed mouth about the straight teeth thing. Well, if that wasn't clear in the first part, actually, about these MURs and teeth, they get treated really bad and have to like die. And they say, oh, we swear we have a family, but they actually don't because we all succeed. And then, we just continue nipping in the bud because there isn't a difference in instant success. I find instant success, they say in designer worlds, we're in the cloud, storm cloud, and then over here is intellectual, and there's like 20 other universes that I knowledgeably practice therapy about. These universes will all have fun songs, and I'm gonna emphasize the structure of the songs. I just I just really feel that, if a couple of black dudes were wanting to be more creative, to creatively, like, double down, locate, ask them questions like, are you melting? Do you have flat stars? Is there a spider? I like all of the common questions that I have created through my ETE experience. I really feel deeply, though, about Fran Murray getting instant succeeded in our Storm Cloud universe, just because there are 24 other universes. Let me name them now. There's our Magnac, there's Online, there's Repos, there's Greek Villa, there's Amalfi, there is our Magnac, there's there's Rock Bottom, there's Believable Buff, there's Virtual Taupe, there is Khaki Brown, and then there are these higher universes that, let's say, is a second chance for, my dad, for instance, heard his daughter wrong, I haven't gotten a single word about my project from him yet, which I pray to God he just wants to surprise me and say happy you, congratulations, hey, I really need to get on it actually. Can you turn on a nice song or put on a shower for me? You sure, Dad? Yay. It should be like, hey, I just got to do this now, you know? And that's why I'm not named. I, I'm not named after M-U-R. I'm M-U-L. We are M-U-L. L-O-Y. And the weird thing is there's all these strains and structures and of these persons, but these 8 universes up here, there's natural beige, there's storm cloud, there's intellectual gray, then there's a new gray. Then there's clary sage, and that is the most sacred place where all people are in the basis of the repose universe where we all have the tattoo, except they give the tattoo to few people, and um, it's all a walking universe. I pray that they have instant success there because I just want to start doing therapy on people. Because, let's say you heard it once. I mean, the real problem is people stop believing that they're made for someone, and this ruins a flux called the periodic table. And there's 2 more universes, by the way, after I'm done with this talk. But the fluctuation of the periodic table starts denying law, creating these subspecies that are called botched babies. And I just know that this actually metaphysically couldn't happen without like some sort of like the point is, I mean, like biofabrication is what I'm thinking of, but the point is that when you're you and you're a spiritual gender specific partner with someone, this isn't something that people ignore. I personally feel that I've never ignored anyone, but like in my lineage of being able to always have the answer, Heather Malloy, I always have every universe like stacked on the subject of carbon and claw and multiverse, and I always am accepting of my higher self. I have one power higher than me, and that is 3 powers, and then that's like a maximum 5 powers. But my personal power, I have 1 factor over me, and this kind of helps to realize that instant success is kind of the only magnet for these straight teeth. Like my teeth are so beautiful and straight, and to understand that in my whole projection of everything that exists is that there's always 1 to have you and there's 2 to grasp you. Like every reproductive system has 2 centers, and this is schizophrenia and schizoaffective. And then all of your other babies are beautiful bipolar FCC babies. Like, come on, CIA, FBI, 1212, 998, FCC. So, 2 other universes, and that is aesthetic and brevity. So I said the Clary Sage one in Dorian was the one next to that one in case I missed that. But I just have this post so I can show friends as I meet them, and I will let you know if I'm up for creating more universe songs. That song that I just created was for this universe, and there's so much talking. This young thing that I have someone in jail for, and they're just in glam jail, but I'm afraid that if my dad does something stupid, they're just gonna like kill our proof because they're gonna say, well, now everything's bold. And um, so I just want everything to be existing, and it's just for me to be the therapist. Like, therapists come to me. If they see someone really sincere, they'll say, "Hey, Heather, what if I give you $50? Spend 3 hours with this person." I'll say, "Sure, $50. That's $20 an hour almost. $17 an hour. Why not? But the thing is there always has to be this like fart, there has to be like beautiful farting through your mouth, like ba ba da ba da ba da. Ba 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 da ba ba da ba da ba da ba da ba 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 da ba 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 ba. So, hearing about practicing in the head would be something awesome to come to me for, but that's for another song, another time. All these are all songs. Not to freak out my awesome husband who's gonna come to me soon. Ah! At least I have a song about him. You'd be so amazed how many women now are seriously stepping forward and just writing a simple song, matching some occasional songs that they have co-exceeded, doing this like tiramisu, 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 tiramisu. Because you have tears. I'm just the most blessed therapist who can make anyone cry, I swear. How to make you cry? I have pause. Ugh. All right, so I'm beautiful, I'm great, and I will probably be singing tomorrow after a good hard day of work. Okay, ciao.